My dear brothers and sisters, life is a journey, and there are times that in our journey, probably we might be scared, scared by the unknown or the unpredicted events and circumstances that we did not envision or calculate. Jesus tells us, "Do not be afraid any longer, little flock." He knows just how paralyzing fear can be. When we act or do not act out of fear, we bow to feelings of insecurity and misperception. These feelings are not of God. Fear is not of God. We know this throughout the scriptures as God continuously repeats to his people, "Do not be afraid." Taking these words to heart, however, can be challenging as the fears we encounter every day are very real. Jesus is telling us, however, to trust in God during these times of fear. And when you want to free someone, you threaten. Think of what wars happen. Think of violence, bullying. They're all based on instilling fear in the others because fear freezes or fear makes you make the wrong choices. But where is our treasure? Because depending on where our treasure is, our heart will be. And wherever our heart will be, that will really allow us to overcome fear. And there's one quote in the letter of St. John that says, and that I love very much, when it says, "Love casts out fear." And if we truly treasure love in our heart, that is the only thing that really can cast out fear. In the parable today addressed to the disciples, the faithful servants are eagerly awaiting their master's return from a wedding banquet, a favorite biblical image of the end of time. The gospel reminds us to be alert at all times so we may recognize the Lord when he comes. He comes in those we meet in the circumstances of our daily lives and the signs of our times. In a very real sense, every hour is an hour of the Lord's coming. Since he rose from the dead and is ascended to heaven, he is always present in every circumstance and every time. And for those who open the doors of their hearts to Jesus without fear, the parable has a dramatic reversal of roles. The master will be our God in an apron, who serve us always. And let us not forget that the evening of Holy Thursday, in fact, we celebrate Jesus with an apron, washing our feet. It is not just an isolated moment or action. It is his very true nature because he wants to celebrate. And sometimes we always imagine Jesus sitting on the throne with the crown and everyone at his feet. Well, heaven is really the opposite. He crowns us and washes our feet. And this is why we should recognize him in our daily life, especially in the poor, in the vulnerable, the excluded, and wash their feet because those are Jesus' feet. And so let us dress ourselves with an apron without fear and serve one another so that we may always be focused on our true treasure, who is Jesus the Lord.